Is it illegal for a third party to secretly charge a fee to someone when they make a donation to a charity, especially if this third party does so without disclosing to the donor? So first question I'd have is who's making the donation to the charity? So I'm guessing here that a person is making a donation to a charity through a service, and the service charges a fee for that convenience, and the service doesn't disclose that fee to the donor. Well, in general, fees need to be disclosed in order for the other side to be liable for them. So as a general rule, a person is not liable for a fee unless they agree to it. But there's a big exception there, and that is if it's understood that a service couldn't possibly be provided without a fee, then it's reasonable for the parties to assume some fee is being charged. So without more information, it's hard to know which exceptions and doctrines to talk about in this scenario, but I think generally there's guidance with two principles. Fees generally have to be disclosed, but fees don't need to be disclosed if it's reasonably understood that there would be a fee charged for a service and the fee is actually reasonable. Here's a different scenario, but relevant. I was one time contacted by a fundraising agency that was trying to raise money for firemen and firewomen who were injured on the job, and they asked me to make a donation. Their arrangement with the nonprofit was they would keep 80% of whatever was donated. So if I donated $100, $80 would go to the fundraising agency, $20 would go to the actual cause. The question then is that legal? The answer is it is, and here's why. My donation actually was going 100% to the agency helping victims who had served in the fire department. But then they would pay a fee to the fundraising agency equal to 80%. Now, is that ethical? I don't think so. Is it allowed in most states, is it allowed in all states? I don't think so. Since this time, there have been a number of laws that have been passed to prohibit predatory fundraising practices where there is more money going to the fundraising company than there is to the actual charity. I asked the fundraiser about this, and he said, I realize that it seems unreasonable on the surface to pay 80% to the fundraising agency, but that's what it costs in order to hire employees to go out and raise the money. And if we didn't do this, the nonprofit, we get nothing. So at least 20% of the money we raise, let's say hundreds of thousands of dollars, is better than $0 to the charity. So that's at least the argument in favor of allowing fundraising agencies to take more of the money than is received by the nonprofit. But that was set up where the nonprofit had a relationship with the fundraising agency and a contract to pay 80%. And again, many ethics rules prohibit this, and then there also are some state statutes that prohibit that. If you would like more information about any of these topics today, if you are interested in a business owner and getting educated on common mistakes business owners make and how to avoid them yourself, you can go to aaronhall.com/free and sign up to get a number of videos and other resources to help equip you prevent problems in your business. This is for entrepreneurs, startups, business owners, CEOs. Generally, I'm thinking about companies with under 500 employees, even as few as 1 or 2. Because for you as a business owner or a future business owner, you can either prevent these problems or pay the much more expensive cost of having the problem and having to clean it up afterwards. The purpose of this YouTube channel is to help you avoid problems, grow your company, provide a great value to your customers and clients, create a great environment for the people that you work with, and experience the success that comes from having a good company built on best practices. I'm Aaron Hall, an attorney for business owners and entrepreneurs. If you have questions about any of this, feel free to put them in the comments section below.